ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్ లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్ చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
Hello everyone. Again we are coming back to study this reflection of light at curved surfaces. Then everyone knows about that. I am taking these classes on behalf of C. Venkanna Junior College, Tarnaka, which is just behind this St. Anne's School, just beside the bridge. And you can find out this college, which is planned for very good education to be given. You can understand my explanation basing on that. Then how the college can take care of your basics and root level of the education. Scoring is not good, no, it is not bad, and it is not great in that. Scoring we can do when we gain the knowledge, that we have to remember. But concentrating on that marks only, it gives the tension, but concentrating on the knowledge, it gives that attention. We have to remember this. Then let us concentrate on gaining of the knowledge. For gaining of the knowledge, it must grow like a what? A plant. For that we have to sow the seed into the land, and the seed, it germinate, forms the plant, and when the knowledge is growing and growing for several years, it becomes a tree, and which develops the branches, and in those all the branches again small branches. This is the knowledge tree what we have. Okay, let us see that in this only where we are now, at the seed level, plant level, tree level, developing the branch levels, these all. Okay, for all that we are starting from the root level only. We are not taking that from the branches to branches, but we are taking from the seed stage. Okay, in previous videos we have seen about all the basic terms related to the light and related to the lenses, related to the mirrors we studied, but there we are concentrating as per the syllabus, and we concentrate on the mirror. The lens we study later. And in this mirror, in our previous video, we studied about that different positions where the object can be placed in front of a mirror. That we have studied. And today, when this kind of the different positions are there, there are 6 different kind of the positions where an object can be placed in front of the mirror. Related to that, where the image can be formed, that we studied the basics about that. Today we are going in detail about that, where the object can be placed, and among these all the 6 positions, and where its corresponding image can be found. That we can study today. And for that, we have to find out where the image can be formed. To find out where image can be formed, we need two rays, two lines. Already we have seen in the previous video that to find out exact point, exact position of any requirement, we need minimum two lines, so that we can get the intersection of them. Intersection of the two lines gives the position of any kind of the required object, required point of reflection of an object. Reflection takes place, we know, basing on that what the changing of the direction of light ray. But here we concentrate totally not on the incident rays, we concentrate totally on reflected rays. And there incident rays, why you are not concentrating? Incident rays, those are focused over the mirror. But for the image formation, we have to concentrate on reflected rays or controlled rays of the reflected rays. Then already we studied about that in our previous video. Today we can see how the image can be formed for the 6 different positions of the object in front of a mirror. For that, we have to see 3 rules. What are those 3 basic rules? Now let us study about these ray diagrams, including these ray diagrams. There we are taking the ray diagram. Already yesterday I said, in the previous video I said about these ray diagrams. What is a ray diagram? This already we have seen. Now today we are not going to define that basics about this ray diagram, but we are going directly the rules, how to get the image formation. For that, what are the basic rules? The first one, rule 1. Rule 1. For this here, there what we are taking, incident ray, where is that incident ray? And next one, where is that reflected ray can be found? And reflected ray. Let us see that in this incident ray how it is existed, and what about the position of the reflected ray, about that we are going to see in this. Okay, are you ready? Yes. Let us see that the incident ray, wherever it is focused, the first one, the point, rule 1, in that what we are taking, when it is parallel to principal axis, Incident ray, everybody have to remember, this is from source to mirror. Reflected ray, this we have to take from mirror to screen. Or target. This is the things what we have to remember here. Parallel to the principal axis, this is that first rule. Where does it form? Where the image can be formed? For that, what we are taking, let us see, we are taking, this is related to concave mirror. These all related, the rules, this is, we have to remember that these all we are drawing for concave mirror. This is that for this concave mirror we are taking. Then concave mirror, we know the shading is on the bulged side.
Hello students, my name is R.K. Pandey. I have done my B.Tech from IIT Kanpur from electrical engineering. I teach chemistry in K. Venkana classes. I head the chemistry department. The main facility of K. Venkana classes is all the faculty are very rich in experience, and they have taught students who have secured single and double digits. They have got very good ranks in JEE and NEET. So if you are serious for your career and if you want to pursue your career in engineering or medical, you are surely welcome here. The facilities includes not only the top tier teachers, but the other facilities like doubt clearing sessions and other academic as well as personal treatment that is provided by this institute.
Now we are taking, this is that what image can be, where it can be found. Now we can take that the principal axis, this is all the things what we have to prepare as the ground preparation, and let us imagine that one object is placed in front of this. Here we are taking, this is that object, from the object, this is that object, from the object where this can be transformed, that can be travelled. Now let us find out where it can be travelled from all this, and let us use how it is travelling. It is travelling parallel to the principal axis. When it travels to that parallel to the principal axis, where it has to pass? We know that whenever this is placed like this, there is a center of curvature and there is a focus, and here this is the pole where it has to pass. There we can find out this, after touching that, there it comes back into the focus. There we can observe this comes back into the focus. Let us see, this is travelling like this. When the line is parallel to the principal axis, there where is that reflected ray it passes? Reflected ray passes through, it passes through F, the focus. అంటే ఒక లైన్ అనేది ఈ ప్రిన్సిపల్ యాక్సిస్కి, ఇది ప్రిన్సిపల్ యాక్సిస్ కదా, విచ్ ఈస్ పాసింగ్ త్రూ ద పోల్, అండ్ దేర్ వి ఆర్ టేకింగ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎఫ్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ సి అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. Now when we take this here, these all are travelling, this is the principal axis passing through that pole. When the ray started parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection it passes through the focus. Here that only we can see it passes through F, means the focus. Let us go for the second rule, the rule 2. We are taking rule 2. Then the rule 2, what is that rule 2? When it is passing through focus, the ray it is passing through focus, passing through F, focus. What about this here, the focus? What about its reflection? What about its reflection part? There we can see, for this also let us draw the figure and we can observe what happens to this. There we can see this is that shading, there we have to draw a principal axis, this is pole, and there we have to take this as what, as F, focal point, and this is, here we have to take exactly double of that from P. This is what, this is center of curvature. There we are placing that one object in front of the mirror. Here let us place this object is placed here. Now what about that the ray which is passing through this? What about that ray which is passing through that focal point? This is that the focal point, it is passing through the focal point. Later, after reflection, what happens? Then there we can observe it will become parallel to the principal axis, but not above but below the principal axis. Then here we can take what happens after reflection. This is the reflected ray, and it will become parallel to the principal axis, parallel to the principal axis, below it, below that it passes. Now, in this what can we understand? See, when the light ray is parallel to the principal axis, it passes through the focus, but when the light ray is passing through the focus, then it touches the mirror, and later it will become what? Parallel to the principal axis. Both are reciprocal to each other. We are going for that, the rule 3. There we can go for that rule 3. What is that rule 3? When the line is passing through C. What is this C? The center of curvature. If it is passing through the center of curvature, what happens? If it is passing through the center of curvature, what happens? Now let us see. Principal axis as it is we have to draw. This is P. There we have to take that F, and here we have to take C. Then we are drawing that an object which is existed here. This is an object. Now what happens to this while it is passing through F? While it is passing through F, what we have to take now? While it is passing through the center of curvature, let us extend this line. While it is passing through the center of curvature, what happens? While it is passing through that, while it is traveling like that to center of curvature, again it returns back. It returns back because it is passing through the center of curvature. Already I said, whenever the light ray is passing through the center of curvature, it becomes the normal to the mirror. నేను చెప్పాను అంతకు ముందే కదా, ఏంటది? ఏదో ఒక లైన్ అనేది ఒక సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ కర్వేచర్లో నుంచి పాస్ అవుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు, then when it hits this, then it acts as a normal. Means when the light ray is focusing, incident ray is focused along the normal, and reflected ray, it returns back into the same path. That's why it is returning back. Now, the incident ray is passing through that C. Then what about the reflected ray? This reflected ray, it returns back in the same path. It returns back in the same path. It returns back into the same path. This is that what we can observe. No? And there, in all these, let us see that summary. Whenever we take that summary, there we have to divide this so that we can have that good idea about this. There we can see that the 3 rules we are able to find out. No? These are the 3 rules, whatever we have. And this is the second rule. And there we can observe, there we can find out. This is that second rule. Then among these all, if we can draw a table like this, then it will be very easy for you to remember these all rules. You have to remember very simple thing here. That is what, when the line is parallel to the principal axis. And what happened parallel to that? Passes through focus after reflection. If it is passing through focus, when it is passing through focus, then it will become parallel to the principal axis. When it is passing through C, when it is at C, then what happens? Returns back into the same path. No? Again returns back in the same path. These are the 3 basic rules what we have to remember. Basing on these basic rules only, we can understand all the image formation we are going to study, we are going to observe. This is the thing what we have to remember. After basing on that ray diagram, these three rules only, we are going to study about that image formation for that 6 different positions of the object placed in front of the mirror. Thank you for watching.